And the Bulls will kick it off to get us underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give out of the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
First down for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Looking downfield, it's Ward. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. And off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gonna let it fly. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. He's right on target. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. On the move. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo. Quarterback checking off. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
The Bulls decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the catch at the 10. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. losing for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to pass, it's Ward. Throwing right. Makes the grab, and he breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
On first down from their own 22.
Let's go.
Brown will throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bulls will hustle to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Atkins. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket? You've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That track comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Offense working from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They want to run this quarterback. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Brown wants to pass. Working that left side now. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. This is a designed run. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Motion from the offense. Brown will throw it. He'll try to do it himself. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Thrust that arm out. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Catch in the middle. It's Atkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on second and goal?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The defense flailed at him like he was slathered in baby oil and wrapped in rattlesnakes. They didn't get close to it.
It's hard, man. The dude's so fast, but he's still allowed to throw it. He can still run it. He's so hard to get a handle on, and I tell you what, that's why he makes big plays time and time again.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback. Now, you're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Brown wants to pass. Feeling some heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On third down, he drops to throw. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going over the top. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
South Florida, 10. Miami, 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Brown will throw it. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown USF. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The back goes in motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He makes a grab. Touchdown Bulls. And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, South Florida. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He's going to pass. Time to take a shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Ward. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Running it back, it's Smith. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Second down now after the sack. They'll go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.